Hey everyone, my name is Goem Jain, and today we have a very special guest, Mr. Prashant Vatwa, with us. Okay, and we are gonna talk about a very boring, but one of the most important topics that we all miss out, right? And that is what are the legal things that we all need to have in our startup, right? And the best thing is we have a very good man working in the same field. So I believe Prashant ji can tell us the best things that we all need so we can start very easily without any much of the problems. So, welcome, Prashant ji. Thank you very much for being with us. And I believe with your words, many of the new startups can grow very easily.
Thank you so much, Goyam, for a lovely intro. And it's a pleasure, to be on this platform and talk to you and spread some awareness, some legal awareness among these startups. And it would be a great, I believe, it would be a great discussion with you. And I'm looking forward to the discussion. Yeah.
Awesome. So before going like deep in the boring legal work, let's start with the journey first. Like, how did you start this?
Okay, I have a experience. I started with my job in a law firm in Bangalore, where we used to do all the compliances, all the funding rounds for the startup. And I have worked with some big startups who are now, some of them are unicorn. And after working there for like 6 7 months, I came back to Delhi. I joined a law firm here, and I was doing some corporate work like merger, like all the insolvency things. So I worked there for like 6 months. So there was some desire within me that I should do something of my own, something which I could, provide a different service in the market, which is not currently in the market. Like because I came across many startups who has problem with the fundings, and they are not able to do all the compliances. So what I try to help them and see how I can provide them best services without uh, keeping aside the all the legal bluff and all those things, and to give them the best service that I could provide them. Yeah.
So, I mean, that was awesome, yaar. I mean, you studied CS first, and now you are helping startups. Like that is the one of the good things because our startups now need such people. Everyone cannot afford to have a CS in their company or a CA or anyone like permanently. But it's good that you are helping those startups to grow. And this is one of the things no one knows about them. And you can get a lot of penalized if you do something wrong or something like that. So there is a need of a mentor in this जो उन्हें easily help कर सके and make their journey to being a startup very easy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, exactly. So, guys, now you know why I said that he is one of the best mans who can basically help you do that. Because, first of all, he has experience. Second, he has the desire to help you. So, Prashant, let's start with the basics. Okay. सबसे पहले मुझे अगर फॉर एग्जांपल आई टेक माय एग्जांपल मुझे सबसे पहले अपना स्टार्टअप खोलना है व्हाट आर द बेसिक थिंग्स दैट आई नीड फॉर माय स्टार्टअप
Okay. You get an idea like मुझे अब business करना है, so you have a model to sell. Like आपके पास कोई product है, कोई service है, and you want to sell. So the first thing I would like a friend, I would tell them कि अभी आप शुरू में अपने product और service को market में उतार कर आप उसको sell करके देखिए कि उसमें market में कितनी demand है, and keep aside all the legal and taxation thing in the first 3 months and see how much demand there is in the market. Okay. And after 3 months, if you think कि अभी लोग उस चीज को डिमांड कर रहे हैं and you believe कि अभी मुझे इसको आगे लेके जाना चाहिए, then the first thing that I suggest to take a GST registration if your turnover is getting more than 20 lakhs rupees, if you are providing the services, and 40 lakh rupees if you have a goods, like you are selling some goods. So this is the criteria currently.
Okay, so basically you are
So
saying कि starting में ही GST वाला लेने से अच्छा first we try with the bootstrap thing, that is bootstrap, and research work we do more कि हमारे product की कितनी value है before we enter into the legal stuff, right?
definitely, yeah,
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Right. Okay. So now I have done with the 3 months. I have done my research. I think my product has a huge demand, or we can, with the help of marketing and all, we can do a great demand. Right. And now we need a GST number to proceed. If I have a turnover of 20 lakhs and 40 lakhs based on services or goods.
Okay.
Right.
So
Okay.
after that, after you take the all the आपने सारा कुछ कर लिया GST का, उसके बाद उसका रिटर्न जो every year, जो एक तो होता है annual return and second is every month you have to file a return. So that would be done by a CA or CS,
Okay.
and that is the taxation part. And the second thing that we suggest to decide a form of business for the startup. Now,
Okay.
if we tell you like what is a form of business, so there are different type of form of business. Currently, you can say it is sole proprietorship,
Okay.
partnership, and there is LLP, limited liability partnership, and there is private limited company. So
Okay.
this is a few types of form of business that a startup can choose. And all the compliances varies, because in sole proprietorship the compliances are quite less, but when you go to private limited company, the compliances are quite extensive right now. But as we know, government want to promote all those startups, so government has also reduced many compliances currently, and many startups are coming up and they are taking different form of business, because I believe private limited company is the most relevant form of business that a startup is choosing right now.
Okay.
So if
So
a
in any
startup
form we can start a startup in proprietorship, LLP, private limited. We can start startup in every form of business, or there are any specific ones?
Yeah, they can start with any one, but they should first consult with a professional. He can tell you like which type of form of business would be like good for them, keeping in the future things, like what are their future plans, like if they want to raise some funding. So as we always tell them to go with private limited company. But
Okay.
if they are not interested with the funding right now and they want to wait for like 4 to 5 years, so we'll tell them to go with LLP or sole proprietorship.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. So what other things now we need?
Okay, so I will start with private limited company. So the first compliances is the GST, which I have already shared. There are two types of return that you have to file. One is monthly and one is yearly. So every month you have to file a return.
Okay.
Yeah. And after all those taxation thing, and the next thing is you, in private limited company, compliances are like, there are two types of compliances. One is AOC 4 and MGT 7. These are the two types of form that we have to file annually.
Okay.
And we have to do KYC of directors every year. So this is the second one. And third is we have to prepare a balance sheet that a CA will do, and we have to do all the audit work. So it's better to seek help from a CA or CS.
Okay, right.
And if you are sole proprietor, you don't have to do all those compliances. You have to just file the return of the GST. उसमें बहुत सिंपल सा काम है, आपको GST रिटर्न फाइल करनी है, एंड उसमें सेम आपका एवरी मंथ एंड क्वार्टरली और जो भी होता है उसमें हो जाएगा उसमें आपका काम. और पार्टनरशिप में भी सेम चीज है.
Okay.
आपको GST की फाइलिंग करनी है, बट पार्टनरशिप में you have to keep one thing in mind, जो काफी I have seen many startups don't do that. What they do, they form a partnership firm and they don't get themselves registered with the registrar of Delhi. Like every state have a separate authority with whom you have to register your partnership firm. So क्या होता है, if अगर आपकी partnership firm अगर registered है with a authority, so उसमें you get some benefit,
Okay.
because if I say benefit, like if a person has to sue you, so he will sue the partnership firm, not you.
Okay.
So we see partnership firm which is registered with the authority as a different identity altogether than a person.
Right. Then
So
anyone can
उसमें
sue the company or anyone like do a case on the company, but not the individual person. According to you, the private limited firms is better to if you are having a start.
yes, because in partnership you need a registration, but in private limited company, the registration you have to do all the work with the ROC and the MC, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So the registration process has to be done in that case. And except all those form of business, there are like if because the compliances of a company grow with the company. Because अगर एक company छोटी है उसके compliances बहुत कम होंगे, but as the company grow, their compliances and their legal and taxation burden also get increased. So ये मतलब और I have seen many startup because वो सोचते हैं कि we can take care of that legal and compliance work at a later stage, जब हमारा funding मिल जाएगा या हमें we get some outside funds. But I believe it is like quite difficult because आपके पास जब funding आती है आपका work बहुत ज़्यादा increase हो जाता है and उसमें legal वैसे भी काम काफी involved होता है at the time you will get the funding. So I suggest them yeah. I suggest them कि every month you get something like कुछ अपना जो भी आपका आप जिस भी मतलब उसके प्रोफेशन के साथ डील कर रहे हैं you take help from him and जो भी आपका लीगल कंप्लायंसेस हैं उसको प्रॉपरली मंथली भी है या क्वार्टरली उसको करते उसको करना चाहिए प्रॉपरली उसी टाइम.
Right. And I don't think कोई भी investor आपको funding देगा until and unless you are registered with the government.
Yeah, definitely. And also in case of seed round, investors are quite like easy to go because they know they are a startup. But at the next stage, like Series A, Series B, most of the investors want a complete compliances. They want the minutes of the company. Like minutes are the documented statement of the company. Like there is a board meeting every year. You have to do 4 board meeting and you have to do 1 AGM, annual general meeting. So many company don't do that, and you have to make a minutes out of like what all those things that you have passed in that जो भी उस मीटिंग में पास हुआ है, and उसके बाद you have to document that and उसको आप लाइफ टाइम तक जब तक कंपनी आपकी है उसको रखना है, because investor see कि आपके जो कंपनी में पहले क्या हुआ है. So वो सब चीजें भी करना important है, because most of the people are not doing, because वो सोचते हैं कि ये चीजें बाद में भी हो जाएंगी, but उसको साथ साथ करते रहेंगे तो बहुत easy रहता है. Yeah, that is my point. Yeah.
Okay, so the investors also need authenticity. कि आप startup कर रहे हो, so how serious you are, how well you are following all the compliances and all. So they also know that you are a genuine person to deal with, to invest in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Prashant, what about the government? How is government supporting these startups legally? Like in terms of with Startup India and what programs we have?
Yeah, so there are very huge number of help, like big, like government has started many things like first is Startup India portals. You get yourself registered there, and your profile will be shown there. So you can network with other companies, your incubator center and mentor. All those things you can get on that profile. And once you get registered with Startup India portal, you get some taxation benefit. You get some fee deduction in trademark IP law, trademark filing and patent filing. And government is right now, giving some grant to the startup who are doing something out of box. So they have a scheme for giving some funds to the startup as a aid. And secondly, what we suggest is to get a MSME registration. Earlier, it was restricted to goods only. Like if you are into manufacturing, you can only get the MSME registration. But the scope of MSME registration has been increased, and now if you are service-based company, you can get also, you can also take a registration in that also. So these are the two things like Startup India portal and MSME, जिसमें आप registration लेकर you can move forward, because उससे आपको काफी help मिलेगी. Yeah.
Okay, so what type of help basically we can take from MSME?
MSME, there are few benefits that the government provide. Like first is, if you provide your services or goods to your customer, suppose, okay, and he is not making the payment. So in that case, after 45 days, the government has made a portal online, and you can complain on that portal, and आपका जो भी सॉल्यूशन है वो प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा कि उसको बोला जाएगा कि आप उसकी पेमेंट करो, एंड दे विल पास ऑर्डर, एंड उसमें कुछ परसेंटेज ऑफ इंटरेस्ट यू विल गेट. सो दिस इज अ वेरी न्यू एंड बहुत ही अच्छी, बिकॉज स्टार्टअप एंड MSME में फंड्स का बहुत इशू होता है. सो गवर्नमेंट हैज स्पेसिफिकली कीप दैट इन माइंड कि उनका फंड जो भी है 45 डेज में रिपे हो जाए.
So it's not like कोई भी आके हमें चीट करके जा सकता है. We have a portal that will help the startups कि अगर कोई तुम्हारी पेमेंट नहीं कर रहा है कुछ भी है, you can file a legal complaint against that person.
Yes, definitely, yes.
Okay. That's, I mean, good यार. I mean, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि they take the services and goods claiming कि 15 days में पेमेंट आ जाएगी, but they never do the payment.
And also बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है अगर आपका पेमेंट प्रॉपरली नहीं हो रहा, टाइमली नहीं हो रहा, because you need fund regularly to manufacture and provide the service. So उसमें it really help like a lot to the startup.
One of the major concerns of having a startup is having adequate funds to keep running it.
Yeah, definitely. They need a fund to keep it running, and they have to pay a lot to the employees, to the vendors, and all those things they have to do. So
right, they do not have huge bank balances कि यार ठीक है एक नुकसान हो गया, we will cover in the rest. It's not like that. Every order matters in these startups. Right. Okay. What all things like we can benefit from like MSME or Startup India? Like one thing you told is taxation. We can get benefits on taxation. We can get benefits on reducing prices of patent and IPs, as you said. And the MSME portal via which we can file a complaint if someone is holding our payment and he is not doing the payment. Right. Okay. These are, I think, very good steps to promote startup.
Yeah. They have a lot of schemes to if you have a startup and you can send them a pitch deck, and they will connect with they have a separate SIDBI fund. I believe it is called SIDBI. So all the government provide funds to them, and that organization invest in the various startups. So they have a provision for that also.
Okay, that's good.
So they have a lot of things to do. things that are they are doing currently. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So these are the basics on if अगर मुझे कोई startup खोलना है अपना, so these are the basics जो मुझे चाहिए ही चाहिए. I want GST. I have to follow the compliances. I have to make the form of first. I have to basically decide what type of firm I want, and I have to file the IT returns and all. And for that, I need a CS or a CA.
Yes.
Right.
You need a CA and CS. CA will do all the taxation and the GST,
Okay.
and CS will do all the compliance work.
Okay.
So, but in the early stage company, our CAS can also do, taxation and all those things, but the audit part will be done by the CA. And one more thing, many startup are not aware about company secretary.
Okay.
So, and there is a huge, I believe, people are not aware about company secretary because the role of company secretary comes at a later stage in a company, and a CA is required at the initial stage as well as in the future. Like if you have a big company also. So basically, the work of CS like company secretary is to do all the compliances. So if you are a listed company, so you have to keep reporting to the SEBI.
Okay.
So every month if you are doing something which is to be reported, we have a list of the things that we have to do as a compliance toward the SEBI. So we do all the compliances for the SEBI for the listed company.
Okay.
So एक तो वो है, and secondly, if you are a public limited company, उसके compliances और ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. So as a company grow, the compliances will also grow, and the CS has to do all those compliances.
Okay. So these are cannot be done by a CA. You need a CS for them.
Yes.
So, Prashant, as a CS, what all things and how can you support the small startups? Because in my audience, in the audience that are seeing this interview, many of them may have not started anything or may have not done any of the legal works. So, as a CS, as working with startups, what all things you can support them?
Okay. So I believe first they have to, because 20 lakhs is the limit. उससे पहले अगर उससे कम आपका टर्नओवर है for the services, if you are a service based company, so उसमें क्या होगा कि आपका 20 लाख का जब तक बेंचमार्क क्रॉस नहीं होता, you are safe zone, you can do anything with like, मतलब उसमें आपको कोई हेल्प की जरूरत नहीं. बट अगर आपको लगता है कि इफ यू गेट अदर GST रजिस्ट्रेशन, उसमें क्या होगा कि आपके अगर और GST में ये फायदा होगा कि अगर आपने किसी सप्लायर से गुड्स लिया तो आपको उसमें GST का क्रेडिट, वहां पे आपको इनपुट टैक्स का वो जो क्रेडिट होता है वो आपको वहां पे मिल जाएगा. सो उस केस में वॉलंटरली कुछ काफी स्टार्टअप्स को GST का लेना होता है रजिस्ट्रेशन. सो इन दैट केस यू कैन contact me for taking the GST registration.
Okay.
And GST registration is the basic thing. Like उसके बाद ही अगर आपने decide कि आपको form of business कोई choose करना है, then I can help you in incorporating a private limited company or LLP or anything that we will discuss, because I want to know because आपका future perspective क्या है, why you are doing this. But in actual there are 6 types of private limited company. So
in private limited
we
also
have,
there are 6 types.
yes.
That's why we need a CS.
Yes. So most of the people are going toward private limited with limited liability, but there are different types of like with share capital, without share capital, with guarantee, with not guarantee. So all those, like we have all 6 types of private limited company. But I believe 90% go with limited liability partnership, with limited liability, and आफ्टर डिस्कशन उसके बाद हम डिसाइड करते हैं कि आपका कौन सा बिजनेस है एंड उसमें क्या आपका फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस सुटेबल रहेगा.
And you can then help them in incorporating that business.
Yeah, we can help them in incorporating the company or LLP, anything they want. We can also help them in filing their GST return and all those things that I've just spoken about. And if you need any help in the legal, like all those document drafting and all those things like contract drafting, co-founder agreement, and partnership. If you incorporate a partnership, so you need a partnership deed. So we can help you in drafting the partnership deed also. So we can provide n number of services which we can call and we can like discuss on the call. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what I am getting is Prashant is like a one-stop shop, right? You need something legal from the basics to the end. You can just call Prashant and he will help you with everything. From incorporation to the compliances to the returns, he has a network and he can help you with anything legal. Am I right, Prashant?
Yes, definitely. And मेरे पास और if I have a network of CAs, so हमारा क्या होता है कि अगर आपका डिसीजन, अगर आपने एक डिसीजन अपने टैक्सेशन के बिहाफ पे लिया, बट उसका इफेक्ट अदर जो भी आपका कंप्लायंसेस पे भी उसका इफेक्ट होता है. सो सपोज मैं एक एग्जांपल में बताऊं, सो अभी मेरे पास एक स्टार्टअप आया, सो उन्होंने ट्रेडमार्क का रजिस्ट्रेशन करा लिया था, बट it was registered in the name of sole proprietorship. Okay. And उन्होंने एक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी इनकॉर्पोरेट कर दी उसी टाइम जब उन्होंने ट्रेडमार्क फाइलिंग पहले कर दी 3 दिन पहले और प्राइवेट लिमिटेड 3 दिन के बाद ओपन हुई. सो उसमें क्या हुआ कि आपका जो एक आईपी है, ट्रेडमार्क बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट एसेट है जो बैलेंस शीट में आपका एड ऑन होगा. तो आपने वो प्रोप्राइटरशिप में दे दी, एंड उसके बाद क्या होगा कि अब आपको उसको ट्रांसफर करना होगा, एंड उसके लिए अलग यू हैव टू बियर द एक्सपेंस. सो you have to take care of everything, because if you take one single decision, it will have effect to all others things like in the company.
Okay, Prashant, I believe that this is also a good eye opener. I learned a lot from you, right? I never knew that there are 6 more type of private limited firms inside a private limited firm. Okay. And I believe the viewers, they also must have learned a lot on what are the basics, what they do need in the legal, unhe kya kya documentation ki requirement hai, what are the type of firms that they can open in, right? And how basically what are the compliances and what are the legal work that has to be done. Okay, so Prashant, anything you would like to add for the listeners?
Okay, so I believe you should, even if you have just started, you just connect with some professional. You can contact me. I believe Goyam will add my details in the description below, and you can get on a call with me and we can discuss. That would be a free of charge, because I want to help the startups to to succeed in their dream. So get on a call, talk with me if you need any help, and if we find a solution to it, we will definitely go forward it, and we will do the best we can do for you.
That's what I started with. Prashant is a very good person to have it on your team. I am working with him, and in terms of consultancy or any help you need, he will give his best.
So I want to add one more thing, like every person cannot be be a do all those things, but you should have someone, like agar uske paas solution nahi hai, so I can connect you with someone who can help you. Like if I know your problem, I can so फिर मुझे पता होगा कि मैं आपको किसके साथ कनेक्ट करूं जो आपकी प्रॉब्लम को प्रॉपर्ली हैंडल कर सके. So because if you see legal thing, there are n number of law. Like if I name few of them, there is corporate law, there is civil law, there is criminal law, there is fashion law, there is sport law, there is media law, there is entertainment law. If I believe there are n number of law, so you believe like law is very concentrated in few things, but law has expanded like in a big way. So even if I don't, because I am a corporate lawyer, I have no knowledge of civil criminal things. I have the basic knowledge, but I can connect you with someone who can help you in that. So this is the thing that you should do. Like
that's the best thing. If you don't have a solution, you can find a solution for them. Like obviously we know everyone cannot have everything, but if you have the right connects, you can grow. And that's valid, because there's a saying that your net worth is your network. Your network is your net worth. Right? The more people the right connects you have in your startup, not only legal, in everywhere, in every field. If you have the right marketing team sitting beside you, if you have the right sales team sitting beside you, then I don't think anyone can stop you from being successful. So Prashant, that was a great thing. I learned a lot. The viewers must have learned a lot, right? And to all the viewers who are planning right now in the planning stage or the bootstrap stage right now, or they have already product in the market but have not done any of the legal work or need some consultancy or want to get the work done, I will send in all the details of Prashant in the description, right? You can talk to him, you can consult him, you can just drop a WhatsApp message first, right? And he will like give you time when he'll be available for the call, and you can contact him. And
that is quite nice from you, and it was lovely talking to you. It was great experience. Just like I'm just thankful to you, I guess.
Yeah, always. Like we are more thankful to that you came on the stage and you like talk to the audience to like give them the information that they needed, and no one is ready to give them that information.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey guys, I have good news for you. Finally, I have managed to convince Prashant for a 30-minute free consultation call for all our viewers. You just have to put a small effort. Go into the description, there is a Calendly link. Go in there and schedule a call with Prashant, and he will be available for the call. So whoever needs his services, just go schedule a call and he will help you out. With this, bye-bye.